after 2 minutes had gone by. The closest Chicago got after that was to within 3 at one time. But they've been no closer than 3 points since the Celtics first went up at 6-2 for that first 4-point lead. So that's pretty much been the story of the first half. The Celtics very much in control of things at this point in the ball game. And Kuz, I would have to say, as you look at the Chicago scoring in the first half, that the main reason for the Celtics' overall offensive excellence has been the tremendous intensity they put into the defensive end of this game. They've been in the passing lanes, they've been double teaming, they've been doing all the things that they must do in order to win a big game.
I think it's their best 24 minutes of basketball in this series so far. The intensity level was completely sustained, as you said. What it enabled them to do was completely dominate both backboards. I haven't seen the stats, but I'm sure it's somewhat overwhelming in our favor. And it also triggered the fast break, so we got an up-tempo game for the first time. This also works to our advantage.
All right, Jordan starting the second half for Chicago. They go low to Corzine, who had a good first half. He misses the first shot, and Bird gets the rebound. Funny thing, I thought they had totally dominated the boards as well, and the official stats show them ahead by only 1. That may be a little hometown counting, I think.
Wow. That's not the way it looked. They've also been able to direct the offense to people that, they want to shoot the ball, as opposed to people they don't want, like Jordan and Woolridge.
Interesting there, Dennis Johnson taking the first shot of the second half for the Celtics. With Jordan with 4 personals, he's the one guarding DJ. They double him up again. I would suspect the Celtics are going to try to get the ball into Dennis Johnson's hands a bit here in the second half to see if they can pick up that 5th foul on Jordan early.
That quick trap on Jordan also, as I say, a little departure for Casey. He had been trapping, but a little lower down on the floor. They're trapping early, and it's not allowing Jordan to get started.
McHale, 25 points in the ball game. I'll tell you, he is just burning Corzine in this basketball game. Kevin has had a great series so far, and tonight is on fire with 25 points. Corzine from outside. That's his shot.
They've also done that, Gil. They've been much more patient and consistent in terms of going into that vulnerability on Chicago, inside to Parrish and McHale specifically.
Boston by 14. Bird off the pick. Open shot. No. Rebound. 2 Chicago Bulls are there. Michael Jordan comes away with it. Jordan with a NBA record 63 points in Game 2 gets his first basket of the second half.
They got a little lazy that time. They didn't find him early. They didn't pick him up. They didn't collapse behind, and that's all Jordan needs to take advantage of it.
Parrish backing in on Oakley. Does not get the hoop. Rebound to Orlando Woolridge. Chicago within 12. We play 2 minutes in this third quarter. Corzine for the Bulls. Now Macy, and here's Michael. Foul on Dennis Johnson. Michael Jordan at the line to shoot 2.
Had DJ off balance that time. Again, a little late finding Michael. You got to find him coming over half. Caught Dennis moving in, so he just walked by him, and now he had him lunging. It was a good fake, and he just stepped in under Dennis, picked up his...
That's the first one on DJ, or the second one.
Second one, I think.
Second on Dennis Johnson. The first on the Celtics as a team here in the third. Jordan getting his first free throw to go. Does not get the second one. McHale gets the bound. Very few second shot opportunities in the first half for Chicago. 9:45 left in the third. Celtics leading it by 11 points at 70-59. DJ on the baseline. McHale. Now the open man, Ainge. Bang. 10 points for Ainge. Danny continues to be, I think, as you mentioned earlier, Kuz, and I agree with you 100%, a very unsung player on this team.
Well, the fans perceive Danny to be an offensive player. In other words, if he doesn't put points on the board, they assume he's had a bad day. It has nothing to do with it. Obviously, he's an excellent scorer, but with his quickness and ability to play defense, push the ball up floor, he contributes in so many other areas.
Personal foul on Robert Parrish. That's his 4th of the game.
It looks like Oakley moves him out of the play, and they call it on Robert.
Robert Parrish now has 4 personal fouls. They go low to Jordan, but it's intercepted by Dennis Johnson.
And again, good ball pressure by Ainge.
Three-pointer.
Three-pointer. That should be a 6-pointer. God, that was about 32 feet.
Corzine. And Chicago's within 11 again at 72-61.
Things can change, however, at the moment. Fine pass by Dennis. Bird just slides off that pick into the middle. He usually goes outside, so it catches the defense by surprise. Still takes a good pass, however.
Jordan, one-man gang, trying to kick it off. It goes outside to Macy. Ball hits the top. Corzine has the rebound. Slapped away. Now Macy fires. Does not hit. Rebound to Dennis Johnson. Ahead to the Chief. Fouled by Charles Oakley. He and Oakley go careening out of bounds.
Good defensive play by Oakley there. He ran right by Corzine. Robert had Corzine beaten, but he couldn't beat the young legs. There you see Corzine gives up on the play. Oakley comes in and slashes, but gets the ball. Good play.
All right, it'll be put in play. I thought it was a shooting foul, or about to be one, but they didn't call it that way. Parrish comes out. Walton checks in. Robert has 4 fouls. DJ to McHale left open. Rebound Walton. What a great offensive rebound by Walton. He anticipated that perfectly.
Corzine simply doesn't have the foot speed to stay alert and stay in the plays.
The bank shot misses by Bill Walton. The rebound to Dave Corzine. Celtics by 13. Jordan on the run. Rebound McHale. Ahead of the pack to Larry Bird. He overshot the mark.
McHale is upset. You know he gave him too much of a lead. Bird had a good 2 or 3 steps on the field at half court, too. He had plenty of court to lead him with, but with a little too much mustard on it. Oakley
getting it to Woolridge on the fall away. Air ball. It comes out to Danny Ainge off Bill Walton. Ainge is fouled by Macy on the way through. 2-shot foul and a breakaway foul, I believe, has been called on Kyle Macy. If so, that's 2 shots and the ball.
You got to make a play for the ball. Evidently, they feel Macy, well, he's going after the ball. That's why Macy's upset. But they are, I think, calling the breakaway. Yeah, they are.
It is a breakaway foul, so it's 2 shots for Ainge and the ball for the Celtics. 3rd foul on Macy, the first on the Bulls as a team.
The Chicago offense, by the way, is self-destructing. They're really, now they've gotten away from Jordan, going to Jordan. The early trap has been successful in accomplishing that, and now the other 4 trying to take over the offense. And, you know, they've leaned on Jordan too much in the first 2 games. They're not prepared to take some of the offense back.
Celtics now back up by 15 points. Chicago had cut it to 11. Bird trying to back in on Woolridge. Finds McHale cutting for 2. What a great pass by Larry Bird. Biggest lead of the game for the Celtics. 17 points with 7 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. 78-61. The Bulls throw it away. Right now, the Celtics are in the process of methodically carving Chicago to bits. Timeout on the floor. 6:59 left, 3rd quarter. Celtics are up by 17 biggies. Back here at Chicago Stadium, right now the Celtics have taken control by 17 points, 78-61, their biggest lead of the ball game. And Coos, unless Chicago and Michael Jordan have some miracles that we haven't seen yet, this series and this game could be history right now. I think it'll depend on the next 5 minutes. What do you think?
Don't make Mother Nature mad, right? It seems they got the Celtics' attention, a lot of newspaper talk and other things. In any event, they've come out with the proper intensity, and as we said earlier on, if they do that, for instance, throughout the remainder of the playoffs till the finals, they won't lose another game because they've got that kind of strength. Walton
from outside, and the lead is 19 points with 6:42 left to play in the 3rd quarter. I think if Chicago is to make a run at this thing, Coos, it's going to have to happen in the next 5 minutes or so. Because by the time we get to the 4th quarter, this thing could be so far out of reach, it'll be history. Ball out of bounds off the Celtics.
See, they're maintaining much better ball pressure on whoever's trying to get the ball to Jordan, and that's helping, too. It's making it more difficult to get it to him at all with the DJ overplay.
Corzine kicking it off. Now Macy outside, and a traveling violation of the Bulls. And Coos, their offense right now can be called
non-existent.
Generally milling around.
Celtic pressure defense has taken them right out of it, and now they've been overplaying Jordan and been successful with that. Lately, they've got just complete confusion on the part of the Chicago offense.
19-point Boston lead. 6 minutes to go. Bird has Woolridge one-on-one. Turnaround, fall away, no.